All right, so here's what we're going to do today. This is a big property that Todd and I have permission for. Todd is actually on the other end of the property, looking at an old log cabin. Now I'm doing an exploration. I want to find out what's here on this property as far as any other old homes. Well, I'm looking for old homes or Civil War campsites, stuff like that. Really hot today, as you can probably see. I've been hiking for about, I don't know, half an hour. I haven't found anything yet. But we're getting into a good area, and I'm going to show you why I think so. First off, this appears to be the old road right here. You can hear the new roads up there. Hear a car going by, and I think this is the old road bed right in here. That would have been here in the 1700s, 1800s. You can see there's not much to it. A little bit of rock pile, a little bit of a dip, but you can tell that there was something here. A big thing about this area, you hear a stream right over there, beautiful little stream, is that it's loaded with dub bears. So we do have to be kind of noisy when we're walking through the woods so that we don't scare a mama black bear with cubs, you know, because they'll have cubs this time of year. And they're not going to bother us unless we get between, you know, the cubs and the mama bear, and then she might come after us. So we've got to make a lot of noise when we're going through the woods. Big pile of bear poo right there. It's kind of an old pile though, so. But I guarantee we'll see more, because when Todd and I were up here about a month ago, there was, we weren't detecting, we just kind of walked around a little bit. There was poo everywhere. So don't hold your breath, breathe really loud. Let's get to it. Okay, just want to give you a quick update. I've been detecting along about another 20 minutes. I'm actually getting close to the edge of the property. Todd and I were actually in this corner of the property a while ago, not detecting, but just looking around. I want to show you the cool wall. Big stone wall here. I'm standing in the roadbed. You can see that it's climbed up out of the bottom there where the stream was. And it's just a beautiful area. I wanted to show it to you. I seem to remember there was like a little foundation of something down in this area. Wasn't very big, but we're going to check that open area here. And then we're going to have to go down through that bottom, cross the creek to the other side, and start working our way back to Todd. Oh, not that I'm counting, but I've seen 2 piles of bear poo so far, right on this little road. This is kind of weird. I want to show this to you real quick. The last scene I did where I was standing in the road was just right down there. And I happened to look over, and there's a big pile of rocks. And I don't know what it's all about. I thought it was a fence, but I'm not so sure. It's just massive piles. I think this might be the property line. But let's go over and just look at it anyway. If I can get up there. Massive pile of rocks. Yep, sure enough. You can hear the main roads over there. Have to watch out for copperheads and rattlesnakes up here. Yeah, so there's a giant pile of rocks here coming down the hill from the road. We're real close to a giant pile of rocks I showed you in another video. That one just started and ended nowhere, kind of like this one. Just comes to actually a literal point. That's weird. Yeah, it comes right to a rounded point right here and stops. All right, let's go down and see if that little foundation is there, if that's what it was. And we'll keep moving along. Hopefully we'll find something. A little treasure, although this is treasure to me, and I hope it is to you as well. Except for the truck noise. That's annoying. Watch your step, don't break your leg in the fence wire. You hear the stream down over the hill. This is what Todd and I thought might be an old chimney pile. And I ran the detector around it, and there's almost no iron here and no good sounds. It's definitely stacked stone. We thought maybe it was a chimney. There's a little bit of iron over here where my metal detector is, some blips and bleeps, but very little, no squeaks yet. I am up to 4 piles of bear poo. So far. That might be our big count today. I'm going to keep looking around here a little bit longer, but if I don't find anything, we're going to zip down the hill and across the stream that you can see down there in the clearing and go up the other side back toward Todd. And he'll probably meet us halfway in between. So that's where the little chimney pile is right there. And you can clearly see a footpath coming down the hill and winding around to the spring. See where they had some stones stacked up here and there's a little spring head. I just think it's so neat, considering that path probably hasn't been walked on in 200 years, that there's still, you can still tell it's clearly a path that someone used to come down the hill to fetch a pail of water. Down the hill to fetch a pail, not up. Still no good signals up there, but we'll give it another 15 minutes before we head up. So I left that chimney pile up there. I did not find or hear a single squeak, but there's maybe 200 blips of iron, but I didn't bother digging any. Everything was small. See something neat here I want to show you real quick. Aren't those cool looking? Those little mushrooms. They're quite poisonous. Hey buddy, you poisonous? Oh, look at that stuff on it, whatever it is. Yeah, anyway, so we're headed down to the creek, cross the other side, and head back. Well, I managed to get a pine needle in my eye, so it's all like, I shouldn't put this mushroom juice in my eyes, but yeah, it's all watery. This is the little stream we've been hearing. We have to get across it without getting too wet, so maybe at those rocks right there. Whew. Might have to lay in it for a bit. It looks kind of cloudy over there. Probably old bear was just in it. Tears streaming down my face. All right, let's go. We made it across the stream. Got a little wet. And here's another big pile of random rocks. I thought we'd just look at this together real quick. See, they're neatly stacked up to there. And then there's like an opening. And that's it. It's almost like a ramp. There's a lot of those out here. I wonder what that's all about. Maybe they're loading logs on wagons or something. Yeah, maybe that's an old, that's something weird over there too. This is weird. Look, this is a pot growing area. Now I'm wondering about that. Yeah, look at all these trees cut down in here. This is where someone's growing pot. I bet you. First thing I do when I see something like this is I start looking for cameras and booby traps. None of these cuts look fresh, but why else would someone cut trees down in the middle of the forest? Now we're going to find out. Pot's still illegal in this this state we're in. That's what this is, you know. That's what this is. I don't see any fresh plants, though. Well, not that I know what they look like or anything, but I'm willing to bet you this was an old grow operation. It's not an operation anymore, though. Yeah, look over here. Look, there's a fence. That's kind of strange. Why would someone have a fence out here? What's around that tree? But yeah, this is an old grow operation. No doubt. It would be planted by now if they were still using it. Nope, not suspicious at all. Little glen in the middle of the forest. Looks like an old road going up that way. Maybe we'll go out there. See it? Lines of rocks going out there. Line of rocks there. All right, let's start looking around. I feel pretty comfortable no one's going to shoot us at this point. Now, we 100% have permission to be where we are, but the pot man probably doesn't or didn't. I've been hiking and hunting for a couple hours now. I really haven't found much of anything good. I'm getting back to that area where Todd should be around here somewhere. I just want to show you this bear trail that went up through here. It looks like I might have even scared him this morning. If you look across this field, see how it's going across? That's an old bear ran up through there. And you see where his feet hit right here. Come up through here. So that's where it was earlier when we were doing our video. Along that road was right over there. That's where the river, the stream is across the other side. So we probably scared him out of there this morning. Oh, by the way, I'm up to 9 piles of bear poo now. It looks like it's getting ready to rain, so we might have to run for cover. So I'm almost back to an old cabin site where Todd should be, and there's another little pile of rocks right here that we found last time. I detected just briefly, didn't find much, but I think this is a chimney pile as well. The only thing is I was here for about 5-10 minutes, didn't really find anything that, you know, to write home about, but this is what I've dug so far today. 2 targets. Well, 3 targets. Big iron. That's a piece of a plow. That's probably a piece of a plow, although I don't know for sure. And this doohickey here. I'm gonna pile everything up by this tree. A lot of big iron. So maybe this was a barn. I don't know. We'll keep looking around. Once I find, I just stepped on my metal detector right at the edge of it. Once I find something good, I'll get you back on. Otherwise, we'll go a little bit further over that direction. Todd should be like in those trees over there, or that area anyway. Right next to what I think is a chimney pile, I got a giant iron signal here. And I'm starting to dig it up, and it's huge. I have no idea what it is. But that thing is gigantic. Check this out. I want to dig it up, but I need to know what it is. Budget. That'd be cool if it was an anvil. Boy, that'd be awesome. Never found an anvil. You know what? That's possible, actually. Wow, I bet it is, dude. Maybe that's why I'm finding all this iron in here. Maybe it's a nice big old anvil from a blacksmith shop. Not finding much charcoal or anything, so that could be what it is. That would be a once in a lifetime find, to find a nice big anvil. We have to do it before the thunderstorm gets us. It's coming. Well, not really. We can always come back, but you know what? That's a possibility right there. I can't think of what else it would be. An upside down anvil. Oh, I hope so. All right. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off for a little bit because it's going to take me a while. When I get down close to it where I can move it out and actually see what it is, you'll be right there with me, I promise. Give me 5. Well, the storm's getting closer. I'm ready to pop it out of the ground. I'm kind of losing hope that it's an anvil, but I really don't know what else it could possibly be. You ready? I just set up there. Can you see it right there? Almost out. Come on, Bubba. Be an anvil. Boy. I have no idea what it is. You know what? This is exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. It's an anvil, but it's broken. Oh, that's a shame. Looky. That's exactly what that is. Man, that's terrible. See, the end's broken off here. And it's broken off here too. Both ends are broken off. Wow, that would have been the most awesome find. I would have loved it. If that had been whole, that's a once in a lifetime find. Oh, that's a shame. I am super disappointed on that one. That would have been it right there for me. I would just quit for the day. Of course, I would have had to because it would have taken me the rest of the day just to get it out of here. Man, it's a shame. Oh boy. Oh well, what can you do, right? On to the next one. I'm having terrible luck finding anything metal detecting. I actually been through a rainstorm, so I'm soaking wet. And hiking, not finding anything. But this is kind of cool. I wanted to share this with you. You notice here, there's a stone wall. Look, I didn't even notice this. But there's a stone wall that goes down through here. Looks like somebody opened up a path here. Look at all the rocks over there. Just millions of rocks. Beautiful stone wall. And just the other side of the stone wall, you look out across here and there's no rocks. Isn't that neat? Of course, the reason being is because someone spent a lot of time, or a lot of people spent a lot of time over here behind me, picking up these rocks one by one and carrying them over here and making a wall out of them. And I've been basically just following these types of walls to this woods, hoping to come across another home site, but I haven't seen one. I've hardly any signals, just a few rifle casings, and that's about it. And not finding much stuff, but it's a pretty good adventure, having a good time anyway. Haven't got eaten by a bear, so that's always a good thing right there, isn't it? I want to show you a little thing that's kind of interesting. I've been seeing tons of these on this journey today. Look at this big rock right here. You know, notice how it's flipped up like that? What that is, this is where bears are coming through and they're flipping the rocks up looking for ants and grubs and stuff. And I've seen probably 100 or 200 rocks just like that all through the woods flipped up. You know, pretty fresh. Yet to see a bear though. We might yet though.
Take the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby. I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She don't care if you're dying, or if you're living, or somewhere in between. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby, and I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the